It's your home for everything movies. The latest releases, reviews, what's hot at the box office, and all things Hollywood. Thanks to the Forum 6 Tamworth and Wagga Wagga and the Odeon 5 Orange. It's Talking Flicks with JT and Grant Lee.
Oh, yes, it is, and very thematic this week, Mr. Lee, because not often on a Monday you and I will be catching up. Usually it's Thursday, Friday, but it's a special this week, isn't it?
It certainly is, JT. We're so lucky because this weekend coming is the Travelling Film Festival,
Yay.
Which I am so excited. We love this time of year because of so many great movies.
Yeah, just out the door, and I love opening night. I love the fact that there's 9 movies in some of these sites, and it's going across Tamworth, Wagga and Orange as well, so the Forum 6 and Odeon 5 cinemas. And yeah, I think it's and just so much diversity between the films. You know, there's multicultural films in there. There's an Aussie film as well this year. So there's and some of these films are done really well at film festivals also. So much to love about the Travelling Film Festival.
It certainly is, and it's so good that the Sydney Film Festival take it around everywhere, because it is a lot of these movies, some of our cinemas in the country, we can't get hold of. And so this is why it's so important that we still support and get out there and watch these movies. And I'm so excited because I cannot wait to talk to our special guest today about our movies that we've got coming for this weekend.
Yeah, it's going to be a massive weekend. And to tell us more about it, back in 2026, the wonderful B.
Thank you very much. Great to be back.
Welcome back.
It's so lovely to have you back, B. We're very excited.
I can't wait. I'm so looking forward to being in Tamworth this Friday.
Yes, and this will be our first time that we actually meet face to face. We've spoken on the phone. We email each other quite a bit leading up to this point, but we've never actually met, so I'm very excited.
It's going to be grand. We'll have a grand old time at the cinema.
Don't be too excited, B. You know, you might be disappointed. Anyway, look, it's going to be a fantastic weekend. Now, we'll start with open night. This is always my favourite every year. It's going to come along. Tell us a bit about open night and how this forges what's going to be a great weekend.
Yeah, sure. So our opening night in Tamworth is a really great Australian documentary. I think it's such a fantastic thing when you get to open the Travelling Film Festival with an Australian film. And this is a documentary called Rodeo Dreams. And I know that Tamworth is no stranger to the world of rodeo, so I feel like it's a perfect place to screen this on opening night. This is directed by Rhianne Skirving and Bill Blakely. And this actually won the Sydney Film Festival Audience Award for Best Australian Documentary at the Sydney Film Festival this June. And it's a truly excellent doco. It follows 4 young Queenslanders as they each sort of reach for glory in the professional bull riding scene and try and claim the win at Mount Isa Rodeo. The film was shot over 3 years, and it follows these 4 young people, each with their own really distinct story and motivation for getting into PBR. And the film was actually birthed from one of the directors, Bill Blakely, who travelled to Mount Isa Rodeo to film a music video for the Teskey Brothers, who are those great sort of blues rock brothers. And that then introduced him to the world of bull riding. And then as a result, the whole film is scored by Sam Teskey. So it's got this really great score to accompany what is a really fantastic, I guess in a way, competition film. It's so great, and I think a good way to kick off the festival in Tamworth.
I agree. I think it's perfect movie to actually start this whole great 2 and a bit days of incredible movies. Tell us about Orange and Wagga, what they'll be having for their opening night.
Totally. Well, they've got an equally enjoyable Australian documentary. This one, it's an absolute crowd pleaser. I'm not sure if anyone remembers the Porridge documentary, The Golden Spurtle, from last year, but this is sort of,
That's a favourite.
This film sort of, and this one sort of follows in its footsteps. This is a documentary about the World Whistling Competition, sort of the Olympics of whistling, if you will. And it follows the perhaps unsurprisingly eccentric competitors of the Masters of Musical Whistling. And it really captures all the highs and the lows of competitive whistling, and its most fierce advocate, the self-proclaimed whistling diva who produces the competition. I thought that I was a pretty good whistler before watching this film, but I've truly got nothing on these guys. They take whistling to a whole new level, and I just hope that Orange, Wagga, and also Tamworth, there's full screen in Tamworth as well, are ready to pucker up and get whistling.
Oh, I think they certainly will be. There's lots of whistlers in Tamworth, and lots of yodelers as well. So,
well, that's next year. Next year we'll have the Masters of Yodeling documentary for you guys.
I love that.
That will go very well.
Fjord is a Norwegian film. And this is so excited to have this in the program. This won the Palme d'Or at Cannes this year. And this is actually the second Palme d'Or win for this director, Christian Mongeau. And he won in 2007 for a film called 4 Months, 3 Weeks and 2 Days. And it's a Romanian-Norwegian film. And it's loosely based on this real-life court case that occurred in 2015. And it stars Renata Rinsva and Sebastian Stan. Renata Rinsva, people might recognize from her recent performance in Backrooms. And then, yeah, I heard the gasp. Yeah.
Yes, because that was an interesting movie.
Wasn't it? Yeah. This film is very different from Backrooms. But it follows this couple, Mihai and Lisbeth, and their 5 children. They relocate to this small fjord village in Norway, so you can be sure to see this really beautiful imagery throughout the film. And it's in this small town that their parenting methods are scrutinized, and this then erupts into this very wide conversation about this clash of progressive and traditional ideas. It's very sharp, it's very intelligent, and the performances from Renata Rinsva and Sebastian Stan are just truly phenomenal. They're these two like powerhouse actors doing some of their really best work, I would say.
It sounds, very interesting. And I was just reading here that Ella, is it Ella? Is that the girl's name? And she arrives at school with bruises, and her parents are a bit worried, and they want to know what's going on because she's befriended a rebellious local teen. Sounds very interesting.
It really is. It really gets people talking. I can imagine a lot of sort of foyer conversations after Fjord plays.
Oh, yeah, I look forward to some of those conversations. And No Good Men as well. Then this is one that I think is a must-see part of the Travelling Film Festival this weekend.
Yeah, for sure. This is the Afghani story, No Good Men. This is a Saturday night film across all 3 of the festivals in Wagga, Tamworth and Orange. It's a really great film. It's perhaps a world first in what the director is coining a political romantic comedy. And she said that was a pretty hard sell to get made, saying that Afghanistan doesn't really have a film industry, and it's often misrepresented by the films that are being made by sort of international filmmakers. And the only type of filmmaking that's expected is a war drama. And so she's trying to skewer that and sort of break the mold of Afghan film. This film is set in Kabul in 2021, and it's just before the Taliban took control of the city. And it follows this unexpected but just totally charming romance between Naru, who's played by the director Shahbanu Sadat, and Kabul's top journalist Quadrat, who's played by this wonderful Afghani actor Anwar Hashimi. And it's equal parts sort of emotional kick and devastation and just like charming romance. They have this amazing chemistry, these 2 actors. And the really remarkable thing about the film is that this is Shahbanu Sadat's 3rd feature. So she has 2 previous films, Wolf and Sheep and The Orphanage, and all 3 of the films are based on an unpublished 800-page memoir written by Anwar Hashimi, who then stars in all 3. So they're all based from his life. It's phenomenal. It's so fascinating and a really, I mean, they're all excellent films, but this is a particularly excellent film.
And that's also got a short as well playing.
Yes, it does. It's got a really fun short. We've got a couple shorts from this screen initiative that happened this year called Proper Loved Up Shorts, which was a Screen Australia initiative where they got a bunch of emerging First Nations filmmakers to make love stories. And so No Good Men plays with this really great film that stars Deborah Mailman and Wayne Blair called A Grief Encounter, which is about a mourning husband and a taxidermist. And I don't want to say anything else about it. It's just brilliant.
It sounds interesting, especially with Deborah Mailman. She is such a great person. She is
she's so
an incredible actor. She can do anything.
She truly can. She's one of our greatest sort of assets, I would say.
Yeah, agree. Can I ask just quickly, Hen, I watched the trailer of this and it is such an interesting movie. It is in Greek, all about a hen, but tell us more about this.
It's so great. Well, it says what it does on the tin. It does what it says on the tin. This is hen, and it fully stars a chicken. Well, I think it actually ended up being about 8 chickens that took on the feathered protagonist for this film. But it's such a wild ride. This chicken starts its life as the only black chook in this sea of yellow chicks, and we're first introduced to our heroine, you could say, when she's offered up to be a stew. And from there, we end up on this real odyssey, move over Chris Nolan, as this very brave and very determined chicken makes just breathless escapes all throughout Greece. And the thing I love the most about this film is that there isn't a second of CGI. It's just completely practical. It's this chicken doing one of the greatest leading performances I've seen in recent years. There's no AI, no nothing. It's just this chicken on a twisted and occasionally quite brutal road trip. It's just fantastic.
Imagine trying to train the chicken. Like, that would have just been incredible. Like, to be able to do that. Like, how many takes, how many days, there would have just to get a scene would have been incredible.
You got to see what they make this chicken do. Like, you can see its soul. I feel like the chicken is acting. It's really something else.
And I suppose the good thing too, B, is with a lot of these movies, there is subtitles, English subtitles. So, if you go along going, I'm not sure whether or not I'm going to like it or not, you can sit there and watch it in English.
You totally can. It's a great way to be able to open up your world, I think. Subtitles are the real great equalizer when it comes to film, and it means that you get to enjoy so many different stories, so many different places you've never seen, or people you'd maybe never come across, and you can do it all from your local cinema, and what's better than that?
Exactly right. And, seeing these sort of movies, even if you just miss a couple of words, you still know what's going on because the story itself is incredible. And that's what you're watching, and you can get so much out of that story of just watching as well as reading. But it is such a great thing.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And I feel like after a while, you really don't realize that you're even reading things anymore. You're just immersed in this story, and you just get swept up in it all.
And B, do you have a personal highlight that you're looking forward to seeing over the weekend?
My personal highlight. Well, one of my favorite films of the year so far is this Hungarian film called Silent Friend, which is playing across Wagga, Tamworth and Orange. It's this really fantastic film from director Ildiko Enyedi, and it stars Tony Leung, fantastic actor who people might know from In the Mood for Love. It's his first European film, and it's this really spectacular, almost a saga in a way, that all revolves around this one very old ginkgo tree that lives in a university town in Germany. And the film spans centuries, and it's 3 stories, one in the 17th century, one in the 70s, and then one set during COVID where Tony Leung stars. And they're all linked by this tree, and it's very tender, but it's also really funny. It's really gorgeous to look at. She's made each time period look really different, and I think what I love about this film, it played at Sydney Film Festival as well, and I love how people respond to it in different ways, or which story was their favourite, or what sort of part they attached to more. It's a really special film. So I'm excited for people to watch that and see what they think about it.
Yeah, nice. Well, we've heard some great films so far, but there's plenty more playing, isn't there? How many in total are we going to be seeing over the weekend?
Oh, we'll have in Tamworth, we'll have 9 films over the weekend. If people are feeling particularly brave, they can watch all 9. In Orange, we'll have 9 as well, and then in Wagga, we'll have 8. So there's plenty of films to let people get their teeth stuck into.
Yeah, I mean, we've also got one as well. It's called Rose. This is in German with English subtitles. This is rated R, this one. Sounds very interesting.
Yes, this one is very interesting. Rose is a German film directed by Markus Schleinser, and it stars Sandra Hüller, who people might know from Anatomy of a Fall, or more recently in Project Hail Mary.
Oh, yes.
And she's phenomenal in that film. She's phenomenal in everything. And this is such a fascinating story. It's based on real characters, and it tells the story of Rose, who in the 17th century disguised herself as a man, became a soldier, and then sort of post-war settled down in this rural village, attained some land and a wife, and is very respected in this village until this new wife quite unexpectedly falls pregnant, and then sort of everything unfolds. It's a really tight film. It's a really beautiful film to watch. It's 94 minutes long. Like, it's just really to the point, which is great. It's shot on black and white, and it sort of peppers this really wicked sense of humor throughout it, and then delivers this real emotional kick. And it's really something different. It's, a little bit challenging, but I think has so much in it for people to resonate with. So I think I'm really excited for people to see it.
And one of the movies that we will have probably to see out the festival, I'm guessing, is The Cycle of Love. Yeah, this is one that I think we're all looking forward to. What can you tell us about this one?
Well, this is just a real heartwarmer. This is a documentary, and it follows this incredible true story of PK, who was a caricature artist in Delhi, who in 1977 meets a woman from Sweden who's backpacking through India, and he believes that she is the love of his life that was foretold to him by an astrologer. So cute. And then when she returns to Sweden, he makes this very daring decision to cycle all the way from Delhi to Sweden to reunite with her. It's so sweet. It's built from these really beautifully shot reenactments of PK's journey from Delhi, alongside interviews with PK and Lotta today. It's a really lovely story, and I think it's a really great way to close out the weekend of film, so everyone can go home feeling lovely and warm and fuzzy.
Yeah, nice. And that's what we want. That's what you'll get after 3 days of the Travelling Film Festival this Friday, Saturday and Sunday at the Forum 6 Cinemas in Tamworth and Wagga Wagga and the Odeon 5 Cinema in Orange. Now, if you want to grab tickets, the best way to go is to go to the Travelling Film Festival website, which is sff.org.au/TFF. Now, if listeners go there, they can choose what films they want to see or what passes they want to grab.
Exactly. So they can grab single tickets to every one of the films. And then we also have flexi passes, which gives you 5 tickets to any of the films playing, or 1 ticket to 5 films rather. And then if people are feeling really, really keen, they can grab a subscription, which gives you a ticket to every single film playing over the weekend. And I think that's a wonderful way to spend a weekend.
I agree, and I think I'd be buying the 9 pass or the 8 pass, so at least then you can watch all these great movies.
Absolutely.
Bring yourself a pillow, bring a blanket, get settled in.
Absolutely, yeah, move in for the weekend.
And it's funny, people actually get their seats. They pick their seats, and that's it. That's where they sit for the whole weekend.
It's so good. Creatures of habit.
Yeah, why not? Definitely. Yeah. So that website again is sff.org.au/TFF. Head there. You can pick your passes. And as you heard from B, why not go the 9 or the 8 pass and go and see every movie over the weekend? Going to be a lot of fun.
It will be. I can't wait to get started.
Thank you very much, B. Great to catch up. And, Grant will be catching up with you in a few days. So
yes.
Yes, see you soon.
Yeah, cannot wait to meet you in person, B. So thank you so much for coming on the podcast today. And yeah, we will see you, and I'm sure there'll be other people going to Orange and Wagga Wagga, and they'll be as nice as you, I'm sure.
They'll try.
Oh, what a charmer. Thanks, B. We'll catch you again next year.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, B.
There you go. How wonderful. And that is the Travelling Film Festival this weekend. Tamworth, Wagga and Orange. You can catch them in your cinema and, go and see all the movies. That's what I'll be doing.
That'll be the best way. And as B said, it's such a variety of movies, so cannot wait.
Yeah, and that's sff.org.au/TFF. That's not just to get your passes, but to also get plenty more information as well on the Travelling Film Festival. Mr. Lee, we're out of here for now. We are back on Thursday.
Yes, we certainly are, which I cannot wait to talk about movies that are opening also that day. And I get to spend 3 days with you this week.
Oh, how lucky am I? Actually, how lucky are you? Even
yeah,
better.
That's more.
And by the way, Mr. Lee as well, happy anniversary. Happy anniversary.
Thank you. Thank you
to
so
your
much.
Lovely wife, Wendy.
Yeah, thank you. 30 years. Can you believe she's put up with me for 30 years?
Well, I've put up with you for 16, so
yeah.
We've hit the
That's
halfway
a long
mark.
time still.
What are you guys doing? Doing anything special?
We are, but I'm not telling you.
Oh, I was gonna
Not
turn
on the
up.
podcast.
That's a shame.
Out for dinner.
Okay. Well, you guys enjoy your time, and we'll catch you on Thursday for more Talkin' Flicks. Have a good one.
Bye for now.
Want more Talking Flicks? Get your fix with every episode anywhere, anytime. Just search Talkin' Flicks on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, forum6.com.au or odeon5.com.au. Until next time, we'll see you at the movies.